So in this video, we're going to be discovering the basics of digital painting along with different brush tools as well. So starting first with our regular brush tool, going to our brushes, selecting our brush tool and selecting also a regular brush, probably this one. Then let's reduce our brush size from here and also maybe reducing hardness all the way to 0. Now it's becoming a soft brush. And let's also set that one to normal brush for now and start painting maybe a regular square like that, semi-square. And let's say we would like to blend that color with nice orange color like this one. We can be sampling that color by holding Alt or Option key, then clicking on that color. And now let's maybe start painting nice orange square as well, or maybe a rectangle in that case. And let's say we would like to blend these colors together, maybe something like those rectangles in here. We can be switching to that brush tool as well, called Mixer Brush Tool. And it's really nice tool. Now we have that one having that color, which is our foreground color. We have different settings for our brush. We want to be discovering them in detail. But let's start first with these presets within our brush. So we have different presets for our brush, either dry or moist or wet or very wet. And you can think of this brush as an actual brush, whether you are using a dry one or very wet brush or even wet, and you would like to use that brush to blend your colors. So let's start first maybe with something very wet, and it's gonna be also giving us heavy mix, and this will be affecting everything in here. So that preset will be changing everything. So for instance, wet will be full load, it will be 50%, and that means how much paint will be loaded on our brush, and we will be getting full mix as well for our colors. And also we have our brush flow, which I'm gonna be increasing as well. Then we can be dragging that color all the way like that. Now we can be swapping our colors, pressing X. Then we're gonna be blending that orange toward that color in here. And now we can start painting between those two colors in here. And as you can see, we are getting some nice mix between those two colors in here. And we can start dragging these colors in and out even more like that to get a very interesting effect. However, let me undo few steps for now to show you even more options for the same brush. So here we have that option which will be cleaning the brush after each and every stroke. So by disabling that one, we'll be using a dirty brush. So let's disable that one for now. Now I'm gonna be doing the same effect between those two lines. Then I'm gonna be painting in here. We are getting a dirty brush, and you can see that. And the more I keep painting, it's losing that magenta color, just like a real brush. As you can see, it's been loaded with some pink color or magenta color, and the more you keep painting, it's losing that paint, maintaining only its loaded color, which is that orange in that case. However, also we can be removing that loaded color. So now we will be using a free brush. So starting to paint with that one. Now as you can see, we are losing that color in here. So the more we keep painting, it's gonna be empty in a little while. And let's also go back few steps to our original colors in here. So let me undo these lines. Now we can start painting over these areas to see how it's gonna look like. Now we are trying to blend these colors together, and it's not a clean brush in that case, so it's blending that orange in here as well, and also blowing that magenta on the other side. Now cleaning our brush after each and every time. So we are getting a free base brush where we can be blending those magenta colors or dragging them away just like that. add more blending to our colors. We can also extend that orange as well. Now we can be switching to another preset. So going maybe to dry. Now we don't have any color loaded on our brush, so let's re-enable that one and swapping our colors, and let's start painting over that part. Now we have a completely dry brush, simply like using a brush on a completely dry painting. So let's undo that and selecting moist. See how it's gonna be blending with our colors, and we have wet, where it's gonna be blending in a more gentle way. Or we have, of course, very wet, or even we can go extreme, very wet, heavy mix, which we've been already working with. So selecting that one. Now it's gonna be blending like that. So we have a very heavy mix within our colors. So this tool will be giving you completely different results according to your desired needs and the look you're going after. So anyway, let's undo these few steps again. Command Z, and let's select our eraser tool, cleaning our rectangle just for now, holding shift key to draw in a straight line. Now discovering another tool within our brushes, so going to our brushes once again, selecting our pencil tool, which is so similar to using brushes. However, you can be using that one to create your own sketches. So if you would like to get a pencil-like effect, you can be trying that tool, where you can start sketching like that. However, let me increase opacity for that one first. And of course, you can be reducing your pencil size or brush size for that one and start sketching maybe like that. That's pretty self-explanatory tool. We're not going to be spending a lot on that one. So let me erase that one in here, selecting eraser tool. I'm going back to brush tools, where I'm going to be showing you that amazing tool as well, color replacement tool. And simply that tool will be allowing us to replace colors for our brush strokes. So here for instance we have our foreground on magenta or pink color, and let's say we would like to replace all these colors in here into magenta. We can be going over these parts simply like that. And let's also go over that one. So as you can see, we are also maintaining our brush strokes. However, we are replacing those colors. We can be swapping colors, turning that one into orange. And of course, we can be controlling color range for that tool. So here we have tolerance option. So let me undo what we did to that rectangle in here, so we can see that one in action. If we increase tolerance for that one all the way to full, we can be painting over that one. It will be giving us even more color ranges. Or let me show you guys how it's gonna be working on that one here. So we are getting different shades of orange, maybe all the way to very dark color in here, or we can say yellow. In that case it's not really orange. However, let's undo that and reducing tolerance to 30 as it was, going over that one again, giving us almost the same result. So going back to 1, and let's first go back one step and going over that one where we have restricted colors for that tool. So let's undo that and going back to 30 as it was. And here we have different modes for that brush as well. So instead of color, we can be selecting saturation, where it's gonna be saturating colors, or hue, which might be helpful in some situations. We're gonna be seeing them in action. Or we can be selecting that option to bleach our colors. So let's try that one in here. It's gonna be bleaching everything like that, and even we are losing brush strokes in that case. So anyway, let's go and discover a quick simple tutorial for painting in Photoshop.